Hey everybody, it's Doug Shelf with the Make Maine Your Home team over Remax Oceanside. So if you're currently looking for a home here in the state of Maine, you're probably looking at Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, Homes.com. You might have them all opened up on there. Or, you might be somebody who just likes one specific site. That's just what you like, and that's okay. But we're going to talk about like what are the popular sites, what are the pros and cons of those sites, maybe some of the sites that you should be looking at to confirm information. We're going to do all that right in this video. So let's jump in. All right, so I get it. These big name websites, they look great. They're easy to navigate. They spend a ton of money on making their websites easy and simple and all that kind of stuff, but they're not necessarily the official database of all the homes listed here in the state of Maine. So what that means is there's like a system that houses all this data. If it's not brought in real time, there might be a little bit of a delay. That means something might be under contract that, it's saying that it's not. And, this can be a little bit confusing and frustrating for a lot of people. So here's where things get better. Maine has the official database. It's MLS, multiple listing service. Every state has it really. Here in Maine, it's called mainlistings.com. And that's the website to go to really kind of verify the data. That's coming right from the system. All these websites pull it from MLS. We get all the data. The problem is like how quickly they update it, when it comes in, when the changes happen. Sometimes because there's so much data going around, there can be flaws in it or mistakes. But mainlistings.com is the website where we always recommend kind of having that as part of your search, verifying the information there. That way, you know that it's accurate, up to date, things like that. Like if you see a house on Zillow and you're like, ooh, okay, great, this is active. It might be worth your time just to go to mainlistings.com really quick and just check it to make sure it is listed as active and it's not listed as pending already, meaning under contract. So we highly recommend to check that out in addition to what you're already looking at. So there are a couple catches, so to speak, with mainlistings.com. The big websites allow you to set up alerts and customize your alerts and get notifications and all that kind of stuff. Mainlistings.com doesn't really do that very well. And there is also their own like slight delay on some information, just because they kind of have it like when it gets entered in there, they kind of want to make sure it all gets, verified before it gets spit out to the public. So you just want to make sure you're mindful of that. But more importantly, it might not be the best thing for, hey, I want to be notified for when these things happen and all that. You're going to want to use some of these big sites to set up those types of things. But mainlistings.com is a great resource to have to kind of verify accurate information. I will say though, when we're talking about this, there is some benefits to the other websites. Again, use mainlistings.com to verify that stuff. But if it's a property that's maybe not listed in the MLS system, they might be listed on Zillow, Realtor.com, other websites as what they call for sale by owners or, other style of listings. And that's where you're going to miss out on mainlistings.com. And the other websites will provide you with some of that. So that's a little bit of a pro con. That's a con, on the mainlistings.com, but you can get a lot of that great information from those other big websites. So, hey guys, real quick before we go on to some really important information, we'd love it if you hit subscribe. We really, really thank you for watching. We're honored that you are watching these videos, but hit subscribe. We come out with an episode every week. Hit the little notification bell. It'll let you know when we come out with new episodes. We talk about real estate in Maine, cool things in Maine, fun, everything to do with Maine we kind of talk about here on this channel. And we'd love it if you hit subscribe. If you end up not liking me, you can always unsubscribe, but we think we do a pretty good job here. So check it out. Subscribe. So of course, we got to talk about a better way to search. We've actually developed a website called Make Maine Your Home .real estate, and it is our direct home searching site. We've added some things like for certain listings, we have like our video tours in there, stuff like that. But the cool thing is it's connected directly to MLS. So everything that mainlistings.com is pushing out, we're able to grab and bring that to our website. So that's nice. It also is connected to us. Like if you're using one of our brokers, we're able to kind of work with you within that system. A little bit of hand-holding, a little bit more personal value to you. Whereas these other big websites, like if you click on the contact agent button on most of these websites, it's really just what they call a lead generation site. And they're grabbing that information and giving it out to multiple brokers. And you're going to end up, getting bombarded and all that kind of stuff. Whereas at our website, it's a little more personal. If you contact us, we can set you up on a home search. And then in our back end, we can kind of help help adjust those searches with you, talk about it, make some adjustments, push listings to you that we think, hey, this might work for you. There's an interactive map, there's videos, there's pictures. It's really great. It is connected to us. That's probably the most important thing. So we can kind of handhold you through the process a little bit and help you out even more than some of these big websites. Check it out. It's makemainyourhome.real estate. Real quick, here's the strategy. Use mainlistings.com for accurate public information about listed properties. Check out makemainyourhome.real estate. And just remember to bounce back and forth between all of these. And again, if you are using our site, makemainyourhome.real estate, we're connected to it so we can help you out a lot with that. What site do you use? We'd love to hear that. Put a comment below. And then also, which, are you going to check out our site? Are you going to check out mainlistings.com? Let's talk about it. Comment below. We'd love to interact with you. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Hey, come here. Hey, YouTube thinks you're going to like one of these videos. So click on it and let me know what you think. And remember, come back again soon because we do a video every Friday.